everybody? How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. When did we do the last one? Was it Sunday? Looking up bed sheets. Hey, what's good, high power? You're grilling a steak right now. That sounds delicious. I'm excited that you guys are in here. All right. So far, make sure you vote. The the poll is still up there in chat. Make sure you vote. What case are we going to look at first? Magdalena, that's the Polish girl that jumped out of the window. Indie Kid, that's a girl or a woman who went to the spiritual warfare seminar and never went back home. And then Kenny Veach is the one that disappeared when he discovered the cave with the weird vibrations coming out of it and got followed around by a black ram. I do have news that's going to disappoint you guys. Look at that beautiful highlighted message. It's Pikachu eating a pink donut with love. I have news that's going to disappoint you guys, but I'm not going to tell you until you see my face. Make sure you put those votes in. Come on. I voted. Did you vote? Do you have your vote sticker? Make sure you vote. Voting is very important. You get to choose who's going to bone you for the next 4 years. Oh, looks like Magdalena won. 4 people voted Magdalena. Or no, not one. So far, Magdalena is winning. 4 for Magdalena, 3 for Lindy Kid, and 1 for Kenny Veach. Nobody wants to find out what happened to the guy in the cave. I see how it is. You guys are being sexist. I'm totally joking. Kodalioko. Got a surprise for you guys. I don't do this very often, but you guys ready for the surprise? Just give me 30 more seconds, guys. You can count it down. How's everybody's day so far? You guys have a good Wednesday? Halfway through the week, you know? Making that money, keeping your sanity. Yeah, 9 to 5s will do that to you. Yes. It's like everything is programmed in the system to make you lose your sanity as the years go by. Rich people don't, unless they get into drugs. I'm talking with my mic muted. Okay, guys. I was laughing. You guys saw me laugh, and I was talking to myself. Apparently, I look fantastic. I look fantastic. Do you want your headphones? Okay. So I have bad news for everybody. It turns out that most likely, and this would explain a lot of things on this case, for Lindy Kidd, the case is over. It's over with. There's nothing to investigate. And I will tell you why in a second. I'm supposed to, give you guys suspense and make you go, fucking tell me already. Why don't you just tell me? Hold on, let me take a picture of what I look like. Okay, so Lindy Kidd. Um, so I was doing my research, as I should, because this is a very important part of my stream now. The murder mysteries. And TKJ is on the case. Tokyo, Japan. Sorry, TKJPD is on the case. Tokyo, Japan. I drank some champagne earlier. Excuse me. It was phenomenal. It was sweet. It was phenomenal. Anyways, TKJPD is on the case. And I was doing my research as I'm supposed to do because, I need to present things to you, keep you entertained, and, get involved in the chat with you guys. And I did some research, and it turns out that there's a 95% chance that Lindy Kidd decided to leave her fiance, like willingly leave him and start a new chapter in life. She actually left with someone from the seminar. She wanted to start over and start fresh. She saw her fiance as her past. And so she decided that this seminar was not only going to be a spiritually life-changing experience, but it was going to be a complete life-changing experience. So she decided that she was not going to come back home willingly. She left with someone from the seminar. And supposedly there's actually a big chance that she also changed her name. And that's why and there's no more things are disclosed, right? She's still on the missing persons website, which I think is irresponsible of her. She definitely needs to say, hey, I'm not missing. I've gone to live with X and X such person. That's completely irresponsible. Who knows who's out there making an effort to find this woman? Actually, we do know. It was us on Sunday night. We were trying to find all the clues in the world. We Googled what the hotel looked like where she was staying at. We looked into who could possibly have done her harm. And it turns out that most likely she willingly left by her own choice with someone else because she wanted to start a new life. She's only 39. If maybe, and I'm not going to judge her. The only thing I think is irresponsible is, not saying, hey, I'm not missing. But I think it's irresponsible for her not to tell people she's not missing anymore. But if maybe her ex-boyfriend or fiance was abusive, maybe that's why we got such a cold response when asked about the disappearance of, Lindy. Maybe he was abusive and he knew. Maybe he knew deep down inside that she wasn't going to come back. There's a high chance that he knew. And that's why the response from him was, I'm just worried that she hasn't taken her medication. So, yeah, it makes so much sense. When I saw that information, I was like, oh, okay, that makes so much sense. So I have a video of a guy who went into the Magdalena case, the one of the Polish girl, and he nailed it so much better. I tried to look up the sources of where he was getting his information. I couldn't find where he got his information. I'm not discrediting him. I'm just saying I wanted to do it in the style I did it on Sunday night, where I had the info pulled up and the articles, and we read through it and we took votes. But yeah, there is a like almost 100% chance that she chose to leave him because she was done, because it said various medical conditions including the seizures, and it's a spiritual awakening seminar. That's usually happens when someone's going through something really tough and they're searching for God. They're searching for some type of higher power to help them to help them get through whatever it is that they're going through. Oh yeah, have you sat down? Can you do me a favor? This lighting is horrible. Can you turn this light off? This light off? Let me see. Can you turn this light on, like, very faintly? Point it this way. More? Yeah. A little less? Just a little less. Yeah. Move it a little bit more, like towards my face. That's perfect. I've never been able to do that. Then again, you nail everything you do, so. But yeah, so this guy, we're gonna do Magdalena Zuck. Get zucked, boy. If you use Facebook, you know what that means. He does a really good job going into her case, explaining things that we did not know Sunday night. And he does it in 12 minutes and 56 seconds. So I'm gonna pause. We're gonna have our own input. We're gonna have polls. We're gonna do everything we did on Sunday night, and we'll go from there. But yeah, let's sit back and hear what this guy has to say. I didn't watch the entire video because I didn't want to. I wanted to be part of not knowing with you guys. So let's see what he's got to say.
My name is Mike, and in this video we're going to look into the case of Magdalena Zuck. Jacques. There's gonna be a few Polish and Egyptian names in this video, so look forward to me butchering them. On April 29th, 2017, 27-year-old Magdalena Zuck from Poland died in Egypt by jumping out the window of a hospital. Her death was recorded as a suicide, but the circumstances leading up to it are very frightening and bizarre, and some dispute the official report. Let's look into it. Magdalena lived in Zagorzelec, that word, where she owned and operated a beauty salon. The trip to an all-expenses-paid resort in Egypt...
Listen to this part. This threw off a lot of our theories from Sunday. We had a lot of great theories. We had phenomenal theories. I felt like we were all detectives working for TKY PD, which we still are. But sometimes you get a new lead in the case, and you should take that lead, which is what's about to happen when you guys hear this next part.
Originated as a surprise for her boyfriend, Marcus, as his...
So she bought the ticket, not him. And she bought it as a surprise gift for him. So that makes him look less suspicious, less of a culprit. I know we saw the FaceTime call where he seemed a little sketchy. But then again, as we all know, us young adults know, everyone deals with situations differently. You may react to death or trauma, a scare, comedy, whatever, different than I might react. Everyone, when someone sees tragedy happening to someone else and other people are in that tragedy, you want to see cry, you want to see tears, you want to see wailing, you want to see screams. because to you that's the natural reaction. But oftentimes we don't ask ourselves, how would I react in that situation? And a lot of times I've been in situations that are horrible, and I don't react screaming and wailing. I go numb. My face goes blank, and my mind is just quiet because my vibrations, my soul just starts focusing on the news presented to me only, nothing else. In death, I cry. Some people go silent. They don't talk or eat for days. I cry, go silent, and I lose my appetite for the most part. But let's continue. In the same way, yeah, see? That there's a lot of people that can relate on different reactions for trauma and death and whatever. But they're in different pockets, you know? Some people don't cry at all. I've heard people say, I haven't seen my mom or my dad cry in the 20 years or 25 or 28 years that I've known them. And then something happens that they've never seen the father interact with, like maybe their mom gets pregnant and then she gives birth, and obviously they didn't see their own birth, so they see the birth of their new brother or sister, and they finally see the father cry. And they're like, that's what it took to see him cry, the birth of a new child. Some people are just wired differently, and that's okay. Which is what I took in when I was analyzing the FaceTime call between him and Magdalena, is that maybe he just reacted different, and he's not guilty or a culprit.
For her boyfriend, Marcus, as his birthday was fast approaching. However, he was unable to go as his passport had expired. After trying to sell the tickets to friends on Facebook, to no avail, Magdalena decided to travel to Egypt alone. She arrived just after midnight on April 26th in Hurghada. This already strikes me as quite strange, going on holidays to a new country alone when the person you bought the trip for, a present for, your boyfriend, was unable to go. You would just go by yourself? Now, as soon as she gets to her hotel room, things begin to get weird. She begins acting very strangely. She sends messages to friends back in Poland as if they were on holiday with her. She told people she was hearing voices in her room. She was seen shouting down the phone in the lobby, making wild arm movements, and a video shows her lying motionless in the doorway to...
So to me, that just screams out, she got drugged. Because she's not trafficking drugs to the hotel. She's going to a foreign country, and Egypt of all countries. They are triple, quadruple checking your bags, entering Egypt. Google why I say that. I'm not going to go into that right now. So something at the hotel, maybe at the hotel bar, maybe she got there, she went to the hotel bar to take the edge off. Somebody saw her who's, native to the land, or another foreigner, you never know, and they put something in her drink. They didn't successfully retrieve her, because usually you're drugged and then someone takes you, and that's it. No one ever hears from you. So maybe it was the case where she got drugged at the hotel bar because no one was in her room. That would have been stated in the police report, and as well as, these multiple videos that we've seen about her. No one was in the room with her. She wasn't out cheating on her, fiance. But she started acting strange the second she got into her room. She started texting her friends as if they were there with her, telling her friends that she was hearing voices and screaming and wailing, throwing her arms up in the air in the middle of the hallway, just yelling.
To her room, dressed in just a bathrobe. Now, it already seems like she was having some kind of episode, some kind of mental break. Maybe being alone in a foreign country where people speak a different language was enough to trigger it. But things don't stop there. Her family receives odd texts, such as, "Where are you? Come to me." Messages that were being sent from the phone of an employee of the travel agency that booked the trip.
Oh shit, we did not know that on Sunday night. So, oh shit. Okay, we can go back to our original theory. So, someone that worked there, worked at the travel agency, probably thought that the emergency contact list or whatever, they misinterpreted as it being her cell phone. They might have drugged her on her way into the hotel, and now this person's trying to text her, "Where are you? Come to me." We didn't know that on Saturday.
Come to me. Messages that were being sent from the phone of an employee of the travel agency that booked the trip, Mahmoud Khairi. After Magdalena was found unconscious in the hotel, staff sent this video to her family to show the state she was in, and essentially come get her. Her boyfriend Marcus, hearing all of this, rightly freaks out and books a trip for a friend to go to Egypt to help her. However, it wouldn't be until Saturday when they arrived, about midnight, and this was happening Wednesday, Thursday. Magdalena was taken to hospital. However, she was not treated there. Now, some say this was because the hospital doesn't treat mental health problems, which sounds bizarre to me. I don't know how things run in Egypt, but the other option is that she just refused treatment, which sounds more likely. A doctor stated that she wouldn't even get out of the car when she arrived, though there is other footage of her walking into the hospital. She does seem to be acting a little strange, however, looking disoriented. Eventually, Magda returned to the hotel after leaving the hospital. From here, she checked out on Saturday morning and travelled to the airport. However, she was not allowed to board the plane due to her erratic behaviour. And due to her previous behaviour, she was not allowed to check back into the hotel. She tried to find another hotel, but wasn't able to. From the parking lot of one of these hotels,
Okay, so now this FaceTime seems a lot more sketchy to me, with her saying, "I can't say anything. They're here," and then the hint that she drops is the letter M. And Mahmoud, his name starts with an M. And a company employee, which they don't know who it was yet, I guarantee you it was his burner phone, or he was using text app or WhatsApp, and he was using a burner number. He was texting the number to see if it was her number, and he was saying, "Where are you? Come to me." So my theory is they drugged her. So I looked into it, and traffickers, once they catch a woman, they use a drug. I don't remember what the name of it is. It starts with an F, and it fucks up women for days. It's not like a regular, like, like a roofie, and then you wake up the next morning and you're fine. Like, they drug you up for days. So the process of transporting you being abused, all that is a blur. And then they drug you again if they're going to keep using you. And if not, it's over from there. But it would make sense now when she says M. Scopolamine? Does that last for days? Scopolamine? TikTok taught me what it was. I looked it up last night doing research. And she seems disoriented. She's scratching her neck. They found her in a bathrobe, which to me screams she got hot and disoriented, and so she got naked. Probably laid there trying to orient herself. Probably got in the tub, ran the cold water, the hot water, trying to see what the hell was wrong with her. Got back out, put the robe on. Meg says, "I agree with this, and what if they give her drugs to make her seem crazy?" That is a big possibility. And they're probably like, "Oh, sorry." And they're probably like, "Jesus." And they're probably like, "Oh, don't worry about her. She's crazy." See, that seems very probable to me, that they're going to go ahead and drug her and then have an alibi by taking her to this hospital where they know they're not going to treat her mental health issue. Why didn't they run tox screens to see if she was drugged? I read somewhere that supposedly there was no signs of abuse. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say on Twitch. There were no signs of abuse. So that's probably, what we're saying. They drugged her and then they were going to prep her up, yada, yada, yada. But that never happened because somehow she still had some type of control over herself.
Mahmoud Khairi video called her boyfriend. Why he was still there with her, we don't know. He was just some guy who worked in the travel agency. Was he trying to be a good Samaritan by helping a mentally unstable woman get home? We don't know. Here is the call.
Myszko?
Okay, we all saw this.
No dobrze, a możesz poprosić Magdę, żeby włączyła telefon?
She clearly looks scared to death. When Marcus asks her what happened, she states she cannot tell him. He pushes and eventually she just says, M. Marcus asks if she is referring to that employee, Mahmoud. Magdalena does not answer this and says she will call him from her phone. A few seconds later, Mahmoud comes on screen and begins talking to Marcus. Magdalena was then taken back to the hospital she was at before. And things get very worrying. Here is the recordings from the hospital.
See, she's freaking out with this guy. She's retreating. She's probably saying, leave me alone or something like that. She's surrounded by these guys. What is a travel agency? Look, 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 look. That's not an employee of the hospital. Why haven't these guys been found? This innocent girl ended up taking her. I'm getting pissed off. All we know is that they question Mahmoud and then don't find any probable cause to arrest him. I want to know who questioned him. Why hasn't the embassy done anything? The Polish embassy should have stepped up and said, this is one of our citizens. This death is mysterious. Why would someone of such a young age jump out of their hotel window? Why were they freaking out? They left in a completely normal mental state. What is going on here? I wish I ran the world sometimes. Just every once in a while, like a day or two out of the month, I get to run the world. And then I would prioritize things like this. Cases where women die or go missing, and there are obvious suspects. Like the cop who went hiking with the girl in Arizona like 2 days ago. They met on Tinder. He offers, let's go hiking on this trail. Goes hiking with her. And then hours later, she's found dead on the trail. And his alibi is she didn't want to keep hiking. So he told her to turn back and go back to the vehicle, that he was going to continue on the hike and finish it. And you know what was the first thing that he did? He texted his fellow police officers while he was hiking, telling them that story. Oh, hey, by the way, the girl that I'm with a Tinder date, she chose to turn back. Come on, man. Things like that. If I ran the world for 1 or 2 days, I would address shit like that, bro. I want a full-blown investigation. I don't care how much money it costs. We're going to get to the bottom of this. That's somebody's daughter. That's just somebody. She's just a person, but I'm just saying that's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's, maybe a mother. Maybe she had a kid or a brother. That's somebody's sister. This is so sketch. Look at all these men standing around her. Of course they cover each other's asses, so they get away with shooting people that are unarmed. Oh, she's trying to fight him. Look at that. Look at this guy all over her, bro. And this lady nurse, she probably knows she can't do anything. because of how women are treated in that country. Did she leave? The woman nurse left. This is so chilling to see, man.
Magda was eventually taken to a room and tied to a bed using towels. The nurse who was in the room with her untied her so she could go to use the bathroom. As soon as she was untied, she attacked the nurse and jumped out of the window onto some concrete steps, 2 stories below. She was taken to another hospital, but died the next morning.
How did she die?
Now, of course, there are myriad theories about what was happening to Magdalena. She was being sex trafficked, attempted kidnapping, her boyfriend was in it, or that it was a psychotic episode. An autopsy confirmed she was not the victim of violence or sexual assault. This was confirmed by 2 separate teams of Polish experts. The first was carried out in Egypt with Polish experts in attendance. The second was carried out in Poland. She had injuries consisting with the manner of her death, and she also had traces of strong drugs in her blood. Antipsychotic drugs, presumably given to her by the hospital. On her boyfriend being involved in some capacity? There are unsubstantiated rumors of him being a drug dealer and using Magdalena to smuggle narcotics into Egypt, or that he'd sold Magdalena to work as a prostitute.
That doesn't make any sense. That theory right there doesn't make any sense, because she bought the tickets without his knowledge, and he couldn't go, and she tried to sell them on Facebook, and no one bought them. No one wanted to go to Egypt. No one wanted to take the 2 tickets from her, so she went by herself. So that theory I'm throwing out the window. Now, you heard what he said. They found traces of antipsychotic drugs in her system, which some people also use for the wrong reasons. They also use them in hospitals to sedate people. And you never know. She probably freaked out because she had already been drugged when she first arrived at the hotel. And when they gave her these drugs, it was sedating her. And she felt, if I am sedated, because remember, at the hotel, there weren't that many guys. She still felt like she had power over herself. She's got her own room. She's got her own phone. You don't have if you're having a mental breakdown, the hospital takes your phone. You don't have your phone. So she doesn't have phone. She doesn't have access to the people back home. They give her these drugs, and now she's becoming sedated all over again. And she thinks, if I go to sleep in this hospital bed, tied up, I'm going to wake up somewhere else that's not the hotel. And then she decided, I'm going to try to escape. And she was 2 stories up, and everything was made of concrete below. And, unfortunately, she died. She died when they took her to another hospital, which is also weird. She jumped out of a hospital window, and instead of them attending her at that hospital to immediately probably save her life, they then chose to transport her to a different hospital. And I've heard of hospitals, you can Google this, it's not conspiracy, hospitals conspiring with black markets to take people's organs and sell them on the black market in foreign countries. So a lot of this just screams inside job to me. Yes, she jumped out on her own, but everything else just doesn't add up to me professionally and methodically. Just the method that they went about doing everything is just so sketch. Like High Power said, it's so sketch. You have someone that jumped out of a window, they're still breathing, they're bleeding to death, and you could have just ran them into the ER. The ER is right there. The ER is right there. We're at a hospital. And you instead put her in a van, because that's the way she arrives, was in the van. They're probably put her in the van again, transport her to another hospital, and then she dies. Which they haven't stated yet if she died because of the fall injuries. Well, actually, no. Yes, they did. They said the injuries were consistent with the cause of death. But they found the antipsychotic drugs in her system.
On the Red Sea. Now that seems very unlikely. In fact, Marcus, her boyfriend, was only informed of the trip 7 hours before. 7 hours is not that much time to be informed of a trip away to a foreign country. In fact, this adds to the case that Magdalena was having some kind of episode, some kind of manic episode before the trip and then depressive when she arrived. If something untoward was happening to Magdalena, it seems very likely that Mahmoud would be involved. He seemed to be with her the entire time, which again is quite strange, but maybe he was trying to help her. The way Magdalena was acting during the call seems like she was scared to talk in front of the people she was with.
Yep.
It is also a little odd that Magdalena often used Mahmoud's phone, despite her having her own phone. Though,
Remember, the boyfriend told her, "Can you please tell her to turn her phone on?" So she chose to turn the phone off. So I wish I could talk to spirits to just ask her what happened, what happened, why are you on the other side of the realm? Why'd you choose to go to the other side? Why were you using his phone and not yours? Why were you on the floor? You know, I don't know, because these questions won't be answered unless they find out that Mahmoud and other cohorts are guilty in some manner to Magdalena's death.
if he was involved, why would he let her contact her boyfriend? One source said that he disappeared and deleted his Facebook account shortly after photos from it appeared in the Polish tabloids. However, Mahmoud was questioned by police shortly after and released without charge.
Yeah, what police though? Is it Egyptian police or Polish police?
Others speculate she could have been drugged, but there's absolutely no confirmation of that whatsoever. Nothing was found in her blood. The autopsy report showed no drugs in her body other than the antipsychotics. Her body had no signs of violence on it. She was acting strange and terrified in some footage, yes, but it seems more like she was having some kind of breakdown. Magdalena had no history of serious mental illness.
No history of serious mental illness. There you go. You have to have, there's a history. Either the family has the history and they will tell people, or the hospital has it because you actually finally went to the hospital to get help. You have to have a history of mental illness. She had zero. Zilch. Nada. Nil. And then she shows up to this hotel and she starts acting all fucked up and weird. And Mahmoud is there every step of the way. He's recording a video where she's in fetal position in front of a hotel room. He's at the hospital. And he was probably in the vehicle that was used to transfer her to the other hospital.
But these things can come without warning. Now, there was different ways this was being reported in Egypt and in Poland, obviously. Egypt, of course, relies heavily on the tourism sector. A story of a young woman traveling to the country and something nefarious happening to her, leading to her committing suicide. Not a good look. I mean, there's been terrorist attacks there, instability. They need young folks traveling to Instagram the pyramids and shit. The Polish tabloids, however, ran with the young woman murdered in Egypt story. An online poll of 8,000 people launched on the tabloid Polish Express's website just over a week after the death showed 96% of people believed Magdalena Zuk to have been murdered. Even a reality TV star decided to launch an investigation after being approached by Magdalena's parents. Rutkowski Patrol, led by Krzysztof Rutkowski with the hair, said he didn't believe the Egyptian version of events, claiming that Magdalena couldn't have died from falling from the second floor due to her athleticism and marathon training. Yeah, because, people who work out a lot, they can fall from like 30 feet and be fine. He instead proposed that she had been drugged by an organized rape gang, in which Mahmoud Khairi played a key role. He also claimed it was Mahmoud Khairi who prevented her from boarding the plane back to Poland. However, after the autopsy report came out, Krzysztof Rutkowski concluded his investigation that she had most likely committed suicide, which I think did happen. Strange story, though, and it seems like there could be more to this than we know.
100%. I think it's weird. It's really weird that Mahmoud was there every step of the way, but you know, do you guys feel satisfied with the results of the case? Do you think we can leave Magdalena Zook's case and move on to the next ones for the next stream? Because I found a guy who actually went out to the desert and found the cave that Kenny Veach found as well, and you know, nearby where they found his cell phone, and they haven't found his body or him yet. So, but this guy found the cave.
A lot of dead ends along the way, but let's go check it out. Okay, I made it up here to the entrance of this M cave. There's the one side of it, comes down and then goes back up there and down. Now, this doesn't look to be very deep at all, and it looks like they were trying to wall it off. There's stacked rocks right there, as well as behind me here, like right there.
So this is where it gets weird for me. I can't do that. You guys, that's a great suggestion, but I can't do that on any type of stream, whether it be Twitch or YouTube, because it's just one of the rules. You can't go looking at people's private information and live stream it. It's basically called DDoSing somebody. But if you guys want to go on your own time and do that, let me know. But yeah, why would you try to wall? Once Kenny disappeared, someone or some group of people came and try to wall off the cave right here. You see this right here? This is someone trying to wall this off, right? Or something. Who knows? This is someone trying to wall this off. It gets weirder.
The guy who kind of alerted me to this location, his name's Don, and he's in the military, and he was searching for this himself and last couple of years, but he had an accident.
Now, in the comments, I was reading that this is new. A lot of people were saying that this is like a very sloppy job of someone trying to seal a larger entrance to a cave. And there is cracking right here, and the rock formation is not natural. You see how this right here is basically just smoothed out from the years of rain and wind and just weathering, and all of this right here is extremely jagged. Do you guys see that? I don't know if you're able to see it through the stream, but there's signs that someone came and just tried to probably blow up and then wall off, because you know a lot of times they'll blow up an entrance to something, it caves in, and then you can't get in, because blowing up rocks with TNT creates bigger rocks, and then they just cave in and no one can get in.
Was no longer able to get out like he used to, so he came across my YouTube channel and wanted me to check it out.
You know what's interesting to me is the fun fact that he said that a military friend, I just noticed that a military friend told him where the cave is. And the guy said, I got injured, so I can't go out there like I used to go out there. Okay, like that's not sketch enough. But I know the exact location of what you guys are talking about, the M-shaped cave. Here's the exact location. Shit, I think I got lipstick on my microphone. Here's the exact location. That's sketch. Yeah, it does look suspicious. Looks like someone.
So, that's what I'm doing. I really can't say where I am exactly because he's the one that told me about this and wanted me to keep it disclosed.
What did I say?
Or undisclosed. So there's some wooden remnants here. And there's a bottle. And I don't see any door like I think Kenny Veach said there might have been. I mean,
You bomb it. The wood to me reminds me of very old scaffolding, where they would have in the entrance to mines or caves. It'd be in the entrance as you walk in. Look up mines or cave videos on YouTube, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's this like wooden scaffolding, kind of like support beams, and that's what we're seeing here. Like an old mine shaft. That's what we're seeing here. And Kenny suggested on Facebook that there was a door or a trap door that leads to a secret underground facility in Area 51. And this is not the first time I've heard something like this. I think his name was Rob Schneider. Or I might be thinking of a celebrity. Something Schneider. He claims to have worked at Area 51. I mean, he probably did because they found him hung by his own piano cords. His own piano, the string that's in the inside of a piano, he was hung by it in his own home. And he told people, if you ever find me suicided, I didn't commit suicide, someone killed me. He was shot at by FBI agent in Arizona, and he had a missing finger because he says he went down the wrong entrance and there was aliens, and one of the aliens to removed one of his fingers. I know it sounds crazy, but most things that sound crazy are real. But anyways, I'm diverting.
back here in the back is where I'm assuming a door would be. Here in the back of the cave.
That's fresh. This is all fresh right here. This has got fresh dust on it.
Let me get back in here.
Kenny Veach said that when he approached the M cave, his body began to vibrate and he felt full of fear and dread. It was so disturbing to him that he immediately left. High Power, thank you for the hydration check.
Yeah, I can tell nobody's been in here for a while. So here's the back. I'm crawling on my hands and knees. Now I do see over here some white scratch marks. Let me get a little bit closer. God, I got almost laid down on my stomach. Okay, so
Hatch.
Sure.
HATCCH. Someone scratched in Hatch. I have a theory. What if this dude was about to come across something too secret and they took him out before he could say anything? Oh, top secret. That's a possibility. In his Facebook post, he says, I've been climbing mountains and hills for my entire life, sometimes in very dangerous places that most men don't dare to go. I've had to climb on peaks of mountains, risking my life constantly to, reach my goal, the top, or entrances to caves and places that most people wouldn't dare go. Maybe this place was one of those places, and they thought, no one's ever gonna, come here. We have multiple entrances to this weird facility connected to Area 51. Because, by the way, this is extremely close to Area 51. It's a desert by Area 51. And, well, these creatures or whatever that inhabit this certain place in the facility, they go out every once in a while and they snatch people. And that's the small price we have to pay to continue our connection or research or whatever with them. So who knows, but this does look like it says Hatch, like it's scratched in Hatch.
That says Hatch. Looks like an H-A-T, and then I'm not sure where the CH is. Maybe got covered up by I don't know. Or is that Veach? Looks like an H. H-A-T-C-H. TCH, hatch. Hatch is a military term, at least in the Navy, for a door. I don't know about the Air Force, what they call doors,
Oh shit.
but I don't see a hatch here.
Oh, it goes in a little deeper.
Yeah, well, I don't, unless something's over here under all these twigs. But here's looking out. So yeah, you can sort of see here in the silhouette, the M. See, there it goes up and comes down here, that centerpiece, then goes back up and comes down over there. And it looks like they were trying to wall this off maybe. But I don't see a door. Just a bunch of wooden pieces of wood with nails in them.
Yeah, so what was nailed there?
Well, here's,
Thank you for the
this one's
hydration
got
check.
some kind of notch.
Wait, what does notch mean? An indentation or incision on an edge or surface. So maybe someone put the notch and it was attached to something else. Kenny reach. I looked at the body found, by the way. It's not Kenny Reach. It's just something. It just pops up. Yeah. See. It's just clickbait. He wasn't found. Kenny Beach location. Suddenly, I became very scared and hightailed it. This is when he was commenting on the YouTube video, and he commented on a YouTube video. The M-shaped cave Kenny was referring to this in the YouTube comment was he estimated around 7 miles from Nellis Air Force Base in the Sheep Mountains.
I don't know. Seems to be a lot of wood kind of buried here. Some of it's under the dirt.
And what happens, what I'd say, when there's a demolition of some sort, everything crumbles on top of each other. I wouldn't be sitting there if I was this guy. Imagine if the floor caved in on him.
Here's a...
Look at that. There was obviously something here before, and someone came and got rid of it once they knew about what was going on. I put, do you agree with Meg's poll? I meant to put, do you agree with Meg's possibility, I guess would be the word. I don't know. I put poll. My bad. Look, this was definitely in something.
They call this a dowel rod. It's got both ends are like that.
Yeah. Like I predicted earlier. And then this is all walled off so no one can see it from a distance.
This bottle is you can't see the label on that. It's empty. Oh, something over here. Oh, here's a sign or something, a piece of metal. Okay.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Look at the fucking sign that's buried underneath the rubble. Area 51 warning, restricted area. Something deadly authorized. I don't know what that says. No trespassing. Let me see if we can find the sign. Area 51 warning sign. I get a bunch of conspiracy stuff, I guarantee you. Okay. Is that a picture of a turret? They're basically like, come get some. Use of deadly force authorized. Okay, that's what it says. Use of deadly force authorized. Come on, guys. It's in the cave entrance, and the notch on the wood, and the wood that looks like it would go on some scaffolding, like I said earlier, and the freshly looking, you know, the thing with the jagged rocks towards the entrance. Like, come on, man. They only found his cell phone by the cave, and he's 7 miles from the Nellis airport, and he said that he felt weird vibrations and that he got this dark, ominous feeling. He felt sad and depressed all of a sudden, so he quickly got the fuck out of there. Come on, man.
Area 51, restricted area, no trespassing, use of deadly force authorized. Well, I think it's time for me to get out of here. I don't want to press my luck or my buddy Don's luck, who told me about this place, so I don't know.
The cave is like, we don't know. He's the guy that's making this video won't say, because his military buddy told him the exact location, and Kenny Veach didn't give the exact location either. So they were scared of something. They were scared of repercussions from somebody. There's another scratching in the wall right here. I don't know what that says, but... Oh, no, wait. He backed up. Okay, that's Hatch.
Not sure why all this wood is in here, or this bottle, or that sign, but...
Wait, he said his friend's name? Did he really?
So, I don't know. Not sure why. Or my buddy Don's luck, who told me about this place, so I don't know.
He did. He said my buddy Don. What an idiot.
Not sure why all this...
I'm going to comment just to look out for this guy, because I really appreciate it. Hey, bud. You said your friend's name. I spelled that wrong. Friend's name at 6:30 in the video. I don't know. Let me spell it out. He might not know what IDK means. I don't know if it matters, but just looking out for you. Thanks for going out there and providing an insight on the place where Kenny was. May he rest in peace. There's no way Kenny's still alive, so. This man name dropped his military buds. Now, oh, that's not good. They just need to find this guy's identity, and then they can just find out who his friends are.
This wood is in here, or this bottle, or that sign, but here it is. Okay, I gotta get out of here. I can't stand up yet.
It's hard to type with the mic in front of me.
Shaky. I'm actually crawling on my hands and knees.
Hold on, motherfucker. So you want to come for me? The microphone's in front of me, so I'm seeing constantly this black thing in my vision, and the keyboard is pushed forward because I put both of my wrists up on the table when I'm holding the controller, when I'm switching games that require the controller instead of the keyboard. So that's why it looks like I'm typing like a 6th grader, motherfucker. The bits work now, by the way. If anyone's trying to drop sound effects or bits, they should be working. I don't know if they weren't working last time. I don't know why I said that, but yeah.
Damn it. Just dropped the camera. I'm going to shut this off. Well, that is the M cave. I don't know if it's the one Kenny Veach found, but sure seems like it. And I don't see any other openings here. A lot of big cracks in the rock.
There was
but
definitely
nothing that would
something here
indicate a
before.
door. I mean, I could picture. Look over here. Here's a nail sticking out of the rock.
Yep, told you. There was something here before. There was anonymous. We all know it's you, Brandon. You see this nail here? There was definitely something here, and then they removed it after the Kenny Veach thing went viral. Yeah, there's hella scratches on it too. I was thinking about that, but I didn't say it out loud. You read my mind. There's hella scratches all over these rocks, and that's not normal. Look at that big ass nail, bro.
It came out. Looks kind of dark back in there.
Seems to be noticeable airflow coming out of there.
I don't know. Well, I got to get out of here. I think I've overstayed my welcome.
Wait, let me see if he's uploaded any other videos. I hope this guy's still alive. 6 years ago. Want to read the description of this? It sounds interesting. I'm not gonna play it now, but we walked down a 4,100-foot incline entry tunnel to access this massive abandoned mine and its subterranean workings. Oh, okay. It's just a description of an abandoned mine. Okay, he's still alive. He was live 8 hours ago. And then he made this for Linda 5 days ago. Okay, so he's still alive. That's good. How to make homemade chicken salad sandwiches. That sounds delicious. Exploring abandoned mines and unusual places. Oh, it probably is. Have you seen those videos of when the military pops out of nowhere and you did not see them before? Let me see if I can find surprise military. Let me see. How would I word this? Unexpected military presence. Just a guy planking into a rock. But yeah, if you go to Area 51, you don't see a bunch of dudes with guns just standing there, ready to shoot someone. When you pass that boundary, they come out of nowhere, just Humvees, everything, with the turrets and everything. Yeah, we got hella drones. I guarantee you, this guy was being looked at, and they're like, whatever, we're not gonna bother with this guy. He's there's nothing for him to see. We made damn sure that it's blocked off. Curly is completely right. We got hella drones. Like, we don't even need manpower in that situation. It's an unarmed, middle-aged dude with a camera. They were probably just sitting all the way up there, hundreds and hundreds of feet up in the air, just droning in, like, watching him, what he was doing. Oh, yeah, the technology is at least 10 years ahead. Yeah, at least. I believe at this point it's just, like, decades and decades in front of what they show us. My mind just blanked out. I was about to say something. I forgot. But these people 100% went to the cave and got rid of whatever evidence there was. Bro, we had stealth technology in the 70s and they finally let us know about it in the late 2000s. Yep. I like how they openly say, like, oh, these metals are not commonly found on this earth. That's not something common, something common that you see here on Earth. But this does conclude the cases we started on Sunday night. We're going to have all brand new cases the coming Sunday night. And the next one that we're doing is a little bit more creepy because it's murder/mystery. It's not murder mystery, it's murder/mystery. Which doesn't mean we're about to go back to compilations of scary videos. That's for other days, which I am going to go back to doing. But for right now, we're focusing on setting the blueprint for the murder/mystery with Tokyo, Japan Police Department. We're going to get into this, give this a couple of weeks. I'm for sure going to do some spooky streams in between there, don't worry. But we're going to do this a lot more because you guys loved it. Saturday night was great. Made me so happy. You guys don't know how much it affects me when you guys show up to my stream and show support and love and you're engaged in the chat. It means so much to me. So to see you guys here again, you guys showed up again. I mean, it just shows me that you guys believe in me. You guys want to see this grow, and I want to grow it with you guys because I am nothing without the viewers. So the fact that you guys showed up, came to watch, I appreciate it so much from the bottom of my heart. And for Saturday, let me know if you would like for me to find something creepy that has to do with disappearance or just creepy in general. The police really need to do paranormal investigations and breakdowns as well. 100%. I say fund the police a lot more. Give them a lot more money and create a paranormal department. Kind of like a Ghostbusters type thing where they can actually answer house calls. Because you know how many people are experiencing something paranormal in the house and they don't know who to call? You don't have the number of the local priest. Not just scary videos, but did shit actually happen? Wait, what do you mean? I don't get if you're asking a question or... Oh, us. Oh, yeah, I would love to. I remember telling Alex when I was like 10 years old or 9 years old that I wanted to start a paranormal investigation team. I would love to. We'd be the next Ed and Lorraine Warrens. Multiplied by 12 or however big the party gets. Or like Taps, like Ghost Hunters. Or there's Taps Philly, Taps New York. That'd be dope. How does the lipstick look on me, guys? Right? TKJPD is on the case. I love it. I'm actually thinking of doing some merch. If you guys are interested in that, I'm thinking of making some fun, goofy merch, kind of some Ghostbuster-ish type of stuff, and turn it into merch. If you guys are interested, you guys get a bit of a discount because you guys are the founders of the TKJPD. Once this grows, people are gonna, like people wear Ghost Bunners or Taps shirts or what's that other show where they do ghost investigations? I don't remember the name, but people buy merch from these shows because they're into that. I now need a TKJPD jumpsuit. That would be so dope. I would so make that and wear the shit out of that. A Tokyo, Japan Police Department jumpsuit. That is so legit. And for me, that's such an awesome idea because it connects to one of Ghost Adventures. There we go. It connects to one of my favorite songs by 21 Pilots, Jumpsuit. And he says, you know, when he puts the jumpsuit on, he feels safe. He feels protected. It's what he uses to fight the evil in the world and the evil in his mind. So the fact that you said jumpsuit is just tremendous. Phenomenal, mate. Tremendous. Absolutely fantastic. Let's give you an air horn for that one, mate. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to bring new cases for Sunday night. They're going to be more mystery, less disappearance. I'm going to do some investigating on that. It's going to get fucking creepy, man. The little video I released today on my Facebook and on my Instagram was actually a hint towards this weekend's program. I don't know if you saw it on Instagram yet. I know a couple of you did, but it doesn't really match today's stream. Today's stream was still about the disappearances and the deaths. That video I released was creepier. Let's I'm doing this all wrong right now. Where is it? Yeah. I used to like ghost hunters. Shit would always creep me out when they catch stuff on the thermal cams. That's why Ghost Hunters is my favorite, because it's, you know, Ghost Adventures is cool. I'm not shitting on it at all, but I grew up with Ghost Hunters. I would go watch it at Alex's house. His parents had like the whole DVD set, or the DVDs that were out at the time, so we would watch it. But then I saw Ghost Adventures after, so I wasn't on the wave when it was the wave. And it's Ghost Hunters is way less dramatic than Ghost Adventures, but I am gonna get into Ghost Adventures because I saw them do the demon house. And you know, sometimes I laugh because of the way the main guy acts. You know, he's like very dramatic. He's probably a Cancer. Some Cancers are extremely dramatic. Or Scorpio. But yeah. Yeah, so you grew up with it. Like I said, I'm not shitting on it. I'm just saying I grew up with Ghost Hunters. So moving from Ghost Hunters to Ghost Adventures is like a culture shock, because it's like they do things way differently. But yeah, we're vibing out to some lo-fi. Zach, there we go. Yeah, Zach. That's his name. Locked himself in the demon house. But yeah. Ghost Hunters gang over here, you know what I'm saying? GH. Well, I'm definitely going to check out Ghost Adventures. I haven't seen enough episodes to make a judgment call. But like I was saying, it means the world to me that you guys showed up again. And I hope to see you guys on Sunday night. He was possessed. Alright, bro. I'm gonna have to look that up. Hey, it might be real. But yeah, you guys are fucking awesome. Thank you for showing up again. Remember, Sunday night, 9 p.m. I know it's a little late. You got work the next day, but it's going to be worth it. I promise. The video I released is a hint to what's to come Sunday night. So please show up. Bring your friends. Send your friends the link. Like, hey, you want to watch some spooky shit with a guy hosting it who's got a blonde wig and lipstick on? All right. I want everybody in the chat right now to put welcome to Tokyo, Japan. Because I want to screenshot it. I want it to pop up on the page. I mean, on the stream. I just had a vision of ripping your throat. Yeah, he's the edgy guy that, yeah, I know. The Ghost Adventure memes are top tier. I need you guys to type, welcome to Tokyo, Japan. Just spam it in the chat. Welcome to Tokyo, Japan. Type it in chat. Spam it in chat. Welcome to Tokyo, Japan. I want to take a selfie with it. TOKYEO and then Japan. JAPAN. Yeah, I got selfies. That'll be the thumbnail for when I put the video up on YouTube. I'm gonna have you guys popped up right there. Welcome to Tokyo, Japan. See, before you click on the video, you're like, hey, that's me. But yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you for showing up again. I know it's 10:30 on the East Coast, so I'm gonna let y'all go. I love you guys so much. Thank you for showing me love and support. It means the fucking world to me. Just thank you so much. I love you guys. See, this is authentic. This is how I feel inside. I've been slacking on the streams recently. I was like, what can I do that I fuck with? And I was like, let's do the spooky shit again. And then as a chat, we decided on Sunday, or no, Friday, when I streamed, I think, hey, why don't we do murder mystery? And here we are, 2 episodes in. Episode 2 was successful. Episode 2 down, only hundreds more to go. You guys are a part of that. You guys are the foundation of Tokyo, Japan Police Department. TKJPD Murder Mystery. Welcome. But I'm so hyped to see where this goes. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Get some good rest to tackle tomorrow. The weekend's just right around the corner. Take care of yourselves. Drink a lot of water. Take care of your mental health. Smile more. Wake up and say something nice about yourself in the mirror. Thank you so much, Champagne, for the lipstick comment. I think it looks gorgeous. Look in the mirror tomorrow morning and tell yourself, I am amazing. I am beautiful. I am handsome. I am worth it. I deserve it. I deserve the promotion. I deserve the new job. I deserve the healthy relationships, either platonic or non-platonic. It's High Power's birthday on Friday. I don't stream on Friday,
Just
so
do it! Make your dreams come true!
that was so perfect. That was perfect timing. It's his birthday on Friday, so I want everybody to say happy birthday to my boy. Give him a happy birthday. I don't have a happy birthday soundboard thingy. Let me see, is this something? Okay, you're not dying on Friday. I thought it was congratulations. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I just got a new job too. Congratulations. You guys are fucking worth it. You guys are amazing. You guys are awesome. You guys will succeed in life. You will achieve everything that you want. You will get what you need out of life. It might not be today, might not be tomorrow or next week or next month. That's okay. Don't let social media tell you that everything has to be instant, because instant gratification is bullshit. Y'all do not need to achieve all your life goals in a day or in a month. It takes years for people to build empires. Rome wasn't built in a day. You are fucking Rome. Your body is your temple, and that mind needs to be sharp and clear. I love every single one of you guys. I hope you have a great rest of your night. You mean so much to me. Welcome to Tokyo, Japan. Thank you so much, guys, for showing up. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm overwhelmed by the support. Love you guys. Have a good one. See you on Sunday.